Now, of course, the situation at Chelsea and some breaking news there as well, the future of the club. Our chief reporter, Kaveh Solokot, joins us now. So, Kaveh, you've been on the phone. I know lots is happening. What can you tell us?
Look, first of all, let's start with the FA Cup game against Middlesbrough on Saturday. Now, the situation is that Chelsea have very reluctantly asked the FA to arrange for the game to be played behind closed doors. Now, that is because Chelsea have not been able, since sanctions were put in place on Roman Abramovich on Thursday, to sell their allocation of 4,600 tickets for the game. They've only sold about 500 to 600 before those sanctions were put in place. So there are 4,000 tickets that they're not allowed to sell to their supporters at the moment. So, as far as Chelsea are concerned, that is going to be unfair. It potentially is going to affect the integrity of the competition and the game on Saturday, because Middlesbrough will have 30,000 supporters inside the stadium and Chelsea will only have about 500 supporters. Now, Chelsea have been in talks daily with the government saying, look, these restrictions that are in place on us, not allowing us to sell tickets, we don't feel that is unfair. You need to relax those restrictions and allow us to sell tickets.
Yeah.
They even were willing to give these tickets away, these 4,000 tickets away for nothing to their supporters, but they have not heard back from the government about that offer that they were willing to make. Now, reading between the lines, to be honest with you, I don't think Chelsea are expecting the Football Association to say that this game is going to be played behind closed doors.
Right.
I think what Chelsea are doing is just applying a little bit of pressure on the government, saying, look, this is the situation. You need to let us sell tickets because we can't carry on like this. And separately as well is the whole issue of the fact that Chelsea are only allowed to spend up to £20,000 on away travel.
Yeah.
Now, my understanding of the situation is, if that is in place on Saturday, Chelsea will not be able to get to Middlesbrough and return.
Wow.
In the fashion that they're accustomed
Yes, I mean,
to
they
travelling
can.
to.
There are other ways of getting there.
They could all get in cars or a coach
yes.
and just drive there, play the game and
Car
drive
share,
straight back.
yeah,
But just to give you an idea, normally it would cost a club the size of Chelsea about £60,000 to travel to Middlesbrough and back when you factor in how much it's going to cost and all the accommodation and everything. So as far as Chelsea are concerned, I think we should be clear. I don't think they expect the FA to turn around and say, OK, fine, the game's going to be played behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Chelsea understand that a lot of Middlesbrough supporters have bought tickets for this game and they want to watch their team, and this is a big occasion for them. So I just think, reading between the lines, I think it's Chelsea just putting a little bit of pressure on the government to get them to let them sell tickets and also spend more money on travelling to games.
OK, I understand. We've just heard from the Chelsea Supporters Trust, is that right?
Yes, Chelsea Supporters Trust, just in the last few minutes, have released a statement. And the statement is basically a message to prospective new owners of the club, saying what they want from a supporter's perspective. And basically what they're saying is that they want their voices to be heard.
Okay.
They want the fans to be involved going forward. And for instance, they want assurances from the new owners that they're never going to try and join something like the European Super League ever again. So it is quite a strong statement, but the fans basically saying that they want to be at the heart of the decision-making process going forward. And we've already heard from some of the prospective new owners, like Nick Candy, the London-based property developer and Chelsea supporter, and he said that he's willing to have a fan on the Chelsea board if he takes control of the club.
Yeah, and where are we with all that at the moment? We were speaking yesterday about the deadline. We're Tuesday. It kind of changes overnight sometimes, the story.
Yeah, well, the deadline is on Friday to put bids in. Lots and lots of people interested. Some of them are obviously...
I say real bids?
Some of them are obviously time wasters and seeking publicity, but there is a lot of interest, especially from America and also Nick Candy's consortium. Now, Nick Candy has the money in place now to be able to submit his bid. We also know that the Burley Wiss Goldstein consortium have the funds in place as well. And my understanding as well is that a lot of the other bidders have been getting in touch with Nick Candy as well, in a way trying to put together a super consortium.
Okay.
Because I think some of the other bidders, especially the bidders from America, know that it would be useful to have somebody on board who is based in the UK and is also a Chelsea supporter.
Yeah, okay. Anything else you need to tell me?
I think that's it for the time being.
Oh, it's busy.
It's like Chelsea TV.
Yeah, it is like Chelsea TV at the moment.